I just want to welcome the members of the Executive Committee, the Executive Leadership Group of the University, the Senior Leadership Group who are present here, students and staff, welcome, and a very special welcome to our families and our friends who are here for this memorial service. My name is Pearl Ramafola from the Human Capital Management Division. I'm the wellness manager there, and thank you so much for coming to this occasion. This is the UJ annual memorial service that we hold every time around this time, every single year, to remember our colleagues, our students who have departed. And as we come here, we're not coming just as individuals, but as a community, united as a UJ community, just to celebrate their lives. And your presence here is a testament that we both shared something with them. You know, they were your family members in your personal capacity as family. They were also family members because they were part of the UJ community. So may you please find comfort and strength amongst each other because we share a common grief here today. Let's find comfort amongst each other. And just before we proceed with the program, which is not very long, I just want to advise our visitors that the bathrooms are to my right, and you'll see them on the right-hand side. And secondly, for the families who are not here this morning, maybe they are far away, this session is being streamlined and the link has been shared with them. So without any further ado, I would like to ask the voices to come and render an item. Thank you. thank you very much for this beautiful melody that is so calming as well. Before I go to the next item on the program, I just want to caution that this item might trigger some people because it's about reading the names of the deceased UJ staff members and students and also flighting their pictures. So if somehow you feel triggered, please take note that in our midst we've got counselors. I've got my colleague Bengu, just raise your hand, Bengu, and myself as well. You know, if you need some support or some debriefing after this session, please, you can talk to us after the session. So having said that, I would like to call upon Ms. Thokoza Kwinana, the Executive Director of Human Capital Management, to do the reading of names of the deceased UJ staff members and students. Thank you.
Good morning. May I request that we all stand to observe a moment of silence? Thank you. The book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 5, verse 8 reads, "We are confident that to be absent in the body is to be present with the Lord." With that said, I would like to read the names of the departed staff members as well as departed students. We had 19 staff members who departed for the period 1st September 2024 to 31 August 2025. For the same period, we have 14 students that I will read names for. Starting with the staff members, Ms. Monique Evet from University Relations, Ms. Apiwe Fani from Facilities Management, Ms. Fatima Gaby from STH, School of Tourism and Hospitality, Dr. Hemali Joshi from the Center of Academic Technologies, Ms. Judith Hokolo from Facilities Management, Ms. Pilisiwe Khachana from Facilities Management, Mr. Mogeti David Makanya from Protection Services, Mr. Simon Maseko from Protection Services, Mr. Kedama Masonwabe from Facilities Management, Mr. Sikumbuzo Olani Mbata from School of Tourism and Hospitality, Mr. Dunisani Miyambo from Protection Services, Mr. Eric Mufukeng Usiba from School of Tourism and Hospitality, Ms. Rebecca Molotsi from Facilities Management, Professor Pat Mahmoodli from Strategic Communications, Mr. Moloko Norman Mpagwana from Protection Services, Mr. Pete Ngobeni from Facilities Management, Mr. Sinetemba Vincent Abela from Facilities Management, Ms. Hobonwang Cecilia Shomoleili from Facilities Management, and Mr. Sinetemba Wagaba from Facilities Management. And the list of students are as follows. Mr. Lifa Hlongwa from the College of Business and Economics. Mr. Siyabonga Selby Kaula from College of Business and Economics. Ms. Kamano Tato Ligete from College of Business and Economics. Mr. Tinswalo Mabaso from the Faculty of Engineering and the Built Environment. Mr. Mashudu Maiwashe from the Faculty of Engineering and the Built Environment. Ms. Amelia Makubele from the Faculty of Engineering and the Built Environment. Mr. Lesedi Innocent Maremane from the College of Business and Economics. Mr. Silindele Charity Maseko from the College of Business and Economics. Mr. Sipesihle Andile Mhlongo from the Faculty of Engineering and the Built Environment. Ms. Tilivali Netsianda from the College of Business and Economics. Mr. Ntutuko Sipumelele Ngozo from the College of Business and Economics. Ms. Lirato Lucia Oliphant from the Faculty of Health Sciences. Ms. Selake Ivy Ramarupe from the Faculty of Economics and the Built Environment. And Mr. Blessing Tautswa from the Faculty of Engineering and the Built Environment. Siyacela sithi yanga uThixo ke angabapha ukhanyiso olungacimiyo. Sicela ke neefamilies zakhe into yoba azigushe phakathi kwamaphiko akhe. Enkosi.
Thank you, Ms. Kwinana. Whilst their journeys with us were cut short, their memories and their friendship will forever be ingrained in our hearts and in our minds. In the words of James Oba, I quote, "If the people we love are stolen from us, the way to have them live on is to never stop loving them." Next on the program, we're going to hear from our Chief Operating Officer, Dr. Mpoti Ralipata, to give his remarks to the families of the deceased UJ staff members. Over to you, Doc.
No, it's fine. It's the same on both sides.
Yeah,
Let me start by acknowledging all the families of the deceased employees, those who are here, and those who are joining us online. I would also like to acknowledge our Vice Chancellor, Professor Likhogwampedi, who's here amongst us in the room, my colleagues in the executive leadership group of the university, and all our employees who are here today as well. We are, maybe let me say to the families, thank you very much for joining us today, and those who have come here, for coming here today. I believe and I trust that this process that we are going through today will further contribute to our healing and our comfort. I will be speaking mostly regarding employees. My colleague, Professor Ngulunga, will come and speak regarding the students. We are here today to remember and honor the people from our university who have passed away, as Toko has said, in the past year. This is something we are reluctantly committed to doing every year. I'm saying reluctantly committed because if we could have it our way, we should not be having this kind of meetings. We should not be losing any of our employees. But be that as it may, we accept what has happened. That's why we are here today. We are here today to remember and honor these people, to think about their lives and what it meant to their loved ones and what it meant to us as their colleagues. But not only to think about their lives, but to also be thankful for those lives. It doesn't matter how many years they lived. We are grateful for those lives. Because in thankfulness and in gratitude, we will regain our peace. As long as we are blaming and accusing, it will be difficult for us to regain our peace. So let's be thankful for those lives. Let's be grateful for the things, the time that they shared with us. In times like this, we take strength depending on what we believe from our faith. Those who come from the Judeo-Christian faith, we take our strength from the Bible. I know there are other faiths that also have their sacred scriptures that strengthen them. God spoke through the ancient prophet Isaiah in Isaiah 41:10. And I want to read it in Sepedi. It says in Sepedi, "O ska wa boifa, gobane ke na le wena. O ska wa nyama, gobane ke nna modimo wa gago. Ke ka go tiisa, ke ka go thusa, ke ka go emisetsa ka seatla sa ka se se botse." In English, that means, do not be afraid because I am with you. Do not be sad because I'm your God. I will make you strong. I will help you. I will hold you up with my good hands. So when we go through these difficult moments, God says that He will not leave us nor forsake us. And that is what we must take our strength from. Those who attend funerals, you know that when we are finished with the funerals, normally we will say to the families, remain with the Lord. Meaning that while we live and while the ones we loved have left, God has not left. and is not about to leave. The people who have lost were very important to us, to the families, and to the university. Most of them worked very hard here at the university, and they cared for their families at home. They worked hard here to help students, to help other staff members, to make our university a better place. They were teachers, they were helpers, they were friends. Most of them showed us how to live honestly and with kindness. And their good work and spirit will always be remembered. But their lives were more than just jobs. As family, you know their dreams. As family, you know their happy moments. As family, you know their sad moments. Your memories of them, times of joy and laughter, are very special. And they are things that cannot be destroyed, and they will always remain. And it is these memories that keep their spirit alive amongst them. That's why we mourn them. But of course, we don't mourn like those without hope. We mourn knowing that death, as Toko said, to be absent from the body is to be present with the Lord. Death is part of a journey that all of us will take at some time. The Bible says in Matthew 5, verse 4, "Blessed are those who mourn, for they will be comforted." I hope that you are comforted. I hope that most of you are already healed. You are already restored. It doesn't mean you have forgotten your loved ones. It means that you have accepted. You have accepted that even maybe in their departure, it was part of God announcing His presence in your life and in your families. I really hope and I really trust that you will get your strength back, that you will be restored, that you will be healed, that you will be comforted. There is still much more ahead that is in store for you. And embrace it, embrace life, accept it, pick up the pieces, and get on with this wonderful journey. I thank you. May God bless all of you and give you peace. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Ralipata, for your comforting words and comforting words from the book, from the Bible as well. You already alluded to the fact that, we are here reluctantly, in inverted commas, because it's something that we do not choose. To die is not something that we do not choose. But to celebrate is something that we choose. And we will stick to that choice as UJ. Annually, we'll come here and celebrate those lives. With that said, I would like to call upon Professor Bongani Ngulunga, the Senior Executive Director within the Student Affairs. Over to you.
Good morning, Vice Chancellor and my colleagues in the Executive Leadership Group and staff members at this Great University of Johannesburg, and I would like to express a special welcome to the families of our staff and especially students. I'm standing here to convey a message from the Student Affairs Division. We would like to extend our deepest condolences to the families, friends, and the loved ones of our departed students. Today, we gather here not merely to mourn, but to honor and remember the beautiful lives of the young men and women who once walked in the corridors of our university, who filled our lecture halls and inspired those around them with their hopes and dreams. Each one of them was a cherished part of our university community. Although we talk about them this morning as students who have passed on, they had names as Ms. Kwinana read their names, each one of them. Lifa Hlongwa, Siyabonga Kaula, Kamano Likhete, Tinswalo Mabaso, Mashudu Maiwashe, Amelia Makubela, Lesedi Marimane, Slindile Maseko, Sipesihle Mhlongo, Tilibali Netsianda, Tutugo Ngozo, Lerato Oliphant, Silake Ramarope, and Blessing Tawutswa. Each one of them were cherished members of our student community. Their absence is deeply felt across our campuses. We remember their laughter, their curiosity, and their resilience. Each had a story still unfolding, a future still taking shape. Though their time with us was cut short, the impact they made, the friendships, the memories, the lessons will forever remain in our hearts and in the spirit of the University of Johannesburg. To their families gathered here, please know that your children will always be part of the UJ family. Their dreams, once shared within these walls, live on through us who remain. We grieve with you, we stand beside you, and we commit to honoring their memories by nurturing the values they embodied, their dedication, compassion, and courage. In times like these, words may fall short, but love, the love of your loved ones endures. And it is in that love, the love of family, of friends, and of a caring university community that will carry us forward. May their souls rest in eternal peace, and may we find comfort in knowing that their light continues to shine within us. All of us, and I think all of us who have lost family members, sometimes it is just difficult to imagine a life without them. We hope you will have strength to move forward, to remember the time they spent with you and to use that as the source of your strength. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Prof. Ngulunga. Indeed, they'll always be part of the UJ family, and the fact that we have their families and friends here, it just signifies the fact that, yes, they are part of the family. We'll forever talk about them, think about the things that made us laugh, things that made us cry, the jokes and everything that happened in between. So we'll forever remember them. Next, I would like to call upon the voices to give us another musical item. Thank you once again for the melody. And now for the keynote address, I would like to call upon our Vice Chancellor and Principal, Professor Ditloga Mpedi, to the podium. Over to you, Prof.
Thank you very much, Madam Program Director, Mayor Mafora. Let me take this opportunity to thank the Voices and Caesar, you'll always be our usual choir conductor. The Voices, thank you so much, Caesar and the Voices, for always being there. We really appreciate you. Let me take this opportunity to acknowledge members of the Executive Leadership Group of the university. Thank you, colleagues, for setting time aside to be with us this morning. I would like to take this opportunity to thank the colleagues from the university also for, joining us for this important event. Family, friends, the loved ones of our dear departed members of staff and students, thank you for also setting time aside to join us here this morning. I also wish to take this opportunity to acknowledge those that have managed to join us virtually. We do not take this for granted. Mekwinana read the names earlier of those students, those members of staff that sadly left this world during a certain time frame. I tried to remember it. Of course, you did mention the months, Mekwinana. It's from 2024 August up to this year, September, right? But to me, it's all the years that I've been here. I was trying to remember also the colleagues that we worked with, the students that we remember that we taught. It's difficult not to also remember them, because these are the people that touched our lives. These are the people that we worked with. And we'll always remember the colleagues. It doesn't mean that they will be forgotten next time. It will be others, because these are the people that touched our lives. To us, they will never be forgotten. Colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, it is the late poet Maya Angelou who once said, and I quote, "There is no greater agony than bearing an untold story inside you," close quote. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we gather to tell the stories of those we have lost. We come together bound by both grief and gratitude, in deep recognition that these twin emotions cannot be separated. In this sacred hour, we hold space for silence and for remembrance. Ladies and gentlemen, this memorial service honors the irreplaceable lives of our academics, students, support staff, and all members of our community who have passed. We pause to acknowledge their contributions, their aspirations, and the ways they shaped us. Though remembering cannot erase our loss, it illuminates why their absence weighs so heavily upon us, ladies and gentlemen. What binds us together is this community. We are a living network woven from shared purpose and a steadfast commitment to one another. For countless individuals, this community has served as a refuge in times of uncertainty. We have rejoiced together in moments of triumph and stood shoulder to shoulder through seasons of sorrow to extend comfort when words fell short. It is here, ladies and gentlemen, in this communal embrace that we discover we are not alone. We're given pause to transform fear into connection and isolation into solidarity. As an institution of such scale and significance, loss echoes through every corridor and courtyard. We are united in our sorrow, in the hollowness left behind. We remember how their dedication energized our campuses, how their insights continue to inform our mandate. They persist in our memories and in the stories we continue to tell. Comfort, ladies and gentlemen, arrives in many forms across faith, traditions, and cultures. It is wonderful that we can share in each other's belief systems, particularly in moments of such difficulty. As a Christian with loss, I have often taken comfort in Romans 12, verse 15, which says, "Rejoice with those who rejoice, mourn with those who mourn." What endures across our cultures and creeds is this truth, ladies and gentlemen. there is strength in our shared mourning. Still, the reality of their absence settles heavily upon us. Each year, ladies and gentlemen, UJ convenes to honor these losses and to sit with this collective grief. We carve out time from our demanding schedules to declare we have not forgotten. This is a moment for contemplation and an opportunity to recognize the countless ways these lives touched and enriched our own. As I said in my opening remarks, for me, it's not just to remember those that have, we have just mentioned. It's also all those that crossed our paths, and it's such a moment. I won't lie to you. For me, I was sitting there also remembering all the people that we've met, and we'll do the same even next year. And I hope the list gets smaller, and I pray God that it gets smaller every year. I sat there remembering one Dr. Nyenti, we worked closely. When days got tough, he would say to me, "Boss, let it slide." I hear him every day. And I know you also have Dr. Nyentis in your lives. I hear him every day say, "Boss, let it slide." I remember one Dr. Miss Mariki Engels, who would always say to me, "Prof, I'm older than you, listen to me, listen to this old woman. Go home and be with your family." When I worked till late, say, "Go home, be with your family." And I know we all have those. I remember those young students who would always talk to me and say, "Prof, you are not young anymore," although I always think I'm young. So we all have those people that always touch our lives, and we must continue to remember them. Their legacy endures in the wisdom they offered and the connections they made. We carry them forward, ladies and gentlemen. We must continue to do that. In the months and years ahead, as we move through these familiar spaces, we will stumble upon reminders of them. They are in the very walls of our institution. When these moments arrive, I encourage you to stop, to breathe, and to let the fullness of the memory wash over you. I want to acknowledge our grief, our collective grief, I dare say, for every person we commemorate today was an essential thread of the fabric of our UJ community. As we light these memorial candles, a ritual that connects us across traditions, we remember those who have shaped us profoundly. May their influence continue to guide our way forward, ladies and gentlemen. The Nigerian poet Ben Okri writes, and I quote, "The most authentic thing about us is our capacity to create, to overcome, to endure, to transform, to love, to be greater than our suffering," close quote. These words call us to honor those we have lost by living fully, by creating, by loving, and by creating, and by being greater than our grief without dismissing its significance. We carry forward the lives of those who have shaped us, and in doing so, we ensure that they are never truly gone. May their souls rest in peace. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, VC, for your words. Indeed, it is difficult not to remember those that have parted. We are now celebrating our 20 years anniversary, and it's a pity we're celebrating without them. But we continue to remember them, with the memories that we share with them. And the VC just alluded to the fact that what binds us together is this community, the UJ community. So therefore, I'd like to thank the MEC, for affording us this day in a calendar, to say this is time to celebrate and remember those people, and to take time from your busy schedules, just to come here and celebrate. So our next item is the lighting of the memorial candle. I'd like to request the VC again, the COO, and the Senior Executive Director to please come forward so that we can light the candle. This is for staff, this is for students, and this is for the VC. Just to stand behind these candles. And there's a lighter there. So whilst they are lighting the candles, I just want us to reflect on the symbolism of the candle lighting. And may I please request that we stand as I do this reflection. The lighting of the memorial candle serves as a symbol of remembrance, reflection, hope, and a spiritual gesture, inviting divine presence or guiding the soul of the departed towards peace. It represents the lasting light of memory. As we light these candles, we gather as a community, students, faculty, and staff united in remembrance. These flames honor those who have lost, the minds that have inspired, the hearts that have cared, the voices that have shaped our campuses. Each flicker of light carries the memory of laughter in the corridors, the passages, the wisdom shared in classrooms, laboratories, offices, gates, gardens, you name them, and kindness exchanged in quiet moments. Though their presence is missed, their impact endures in the lives they touched, the lessons they taught, and the legacy they leave behind. May this light be a symbol of our collective grief, our gratitude, and our commitment to carry their spirit forward. These flames are for them, and even for our loved ones, even though they did not depart during this period mentioned. And these flames burn with love, our grief, and our gratitude. I thank you. You may take the seat. I'll call upon the medical note as well. Thank you very much. We have come to the end of this service, or the formalities rather. So can we pause once more to honor the lives of those that have departed? May we always remember that the bonds that we shared are stronger than the loss that we feel. Again, I'd like to thank everyone for being here this morning. The families, those that may have traveled from far or closer, and everyone that took time off, from your busy schedules, just to come and celebrate their lives with us. We thank you very much for that. And I'd like to thank the executives, the staff, the students for coming in as well and supporting everyone and supporting the cause. And so lunch will be served at this venue. They will open this door, and then you'll go get your food and come and sit down and eat. And then my parting words, family, friends, in the words of Ivan Berlin, he once said, "The song is ended, but the melody lingers on." Thank you very much.